James is down
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
Yeah,
we've got fans. My daughter's friends think we're fantastic, and she wants to hear more about the 70s. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because
more about what?
More about the 70s when life was free and everything, you know. Well, not free, obviously, but when it was less stifled, sort of thing, by rules and regulations. So she asked me to just let you know that maybe we're going to do one on the 60s or 70s, because they find it amazing the stuff that we talk about, and they can't even do a quarter of it, you know, because it's not allowed now, you know, especially with health and safety and all that. You just can't do it. So they're just amazed at it, you know. They fuck.
I don't think it was allowed when we did it, mate.
It's true, fucking true as fuck.
I got done for drinking and driving when I was 18, but that was exceptional. I was really fucking unlucky.
Yeah, it must have been, Jesus.
You must have been in town or somewhere. You couldn't have been out in the country somewhere.
Oh, I was on the Mumbles Road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
I remember getting stopped when I was pissed once on the Mumbles Road, and the guy just didn't ask me if I was pissed or anything, or asked me to blow it. Now they just asked me to blow in the thing straight away. But you know, all he said was, "Look, you got a light on the back that's not working properly. Get it fixed. I know who you are." And that was it, like.
I think
the only problem is I mean, none of my grandkids or anything or kids know that we do this, and they certainly don't know that it goes on YouTube. And I'd be a little bit strange if all of a sudden my grandson came up to me and said, "Jesus Christ, Grandpa, I didn't realise you did all that shit when you were in your heyday."
Haven't you told them?
No.
What shit? What shit? We didn't do all that shit. Just making it up, man.
They probably got half an idea that you're a drugs baron.
Yeah, I wonder how you got all your money, like, innit?
Biscuit the Dope Crawford.
Yeah, didn't get his nickname the Dope from nowhere, did he? Like, you know.
That was for a different reason.
Going back to drinking and driving, Phil Rushton and I sometimes used to borrow my cars, my father's car. Unknown to him, if we picked somebody up from the rank, we used to sort of nip down, borrow the car, and take the girls home. And it was on Morris 1000, and
I remember
going past Oxford Street School, and I'd left the choke out. Now, you probably have to explain what a choke is to young people, but it basically delivered more petrol to the engine. Yeah,
they don't know
and
what
I
that
left
is.
it out and it flooded the engine. We stopped outside Oxford Street School, and this copper came along and he did the normal thing, tapped on the window, dun, 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 everything all right. And we'd had a few drinks, we weren't completely knackered, but he actually helped us start the car. We pushed started the car, got it going.
He flooded it.
He said, "Right, you better get off the road now, son. You've had too much to drink."
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, yeah, it was flooded, was it? Because the choke was out. Yeah, right.
Completely, yeah. And I think my father always wondered why he did so many miles as well.
Hey, can you remember my dad's Morris Oxford shooting brake?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, man, I used to go like clappers. Bloody hell, coming down Caffeine Bread and hitting the bumps when they had the real bumps there. Fucking really lost it.
Didn't you have to park it on the hill to start it?
Sometimes, yeah. It all depends if you had a new battery or not. It was always touch and go.
In that you had to park it on the hill to start it.
Yeah.
But that could have been anybody, I suppose. But yeah, something like that.
But all the cars.
What's amazing, and you did it, Paul. What's amazing is somebody put a picture the other day up on something of how many people managed to get into a car those days. Like to have 8 or 9 in a Mini.
Oh yeah, it was easy.
Yeah. Now you're sort of 2 or 3 and it's overcrowded, isn't it? But like a minivan used to hold, like I don't remember going up to King's Head from Llangenneth in a minivan, and we were sitting on the roof, everything. There must have been 18 on this minivan. It was like, and coming back was even worse because the driver was normally out of his brain.
I remember when I was doing my apprenticeship with thermal insulation, and sometimes I'd have the flatbed, the Ford Transit flat pack, you know, and he'd take everybody up the pub, and then coming back home, then you'd have half the pub in the back for a lift back down, like. And it was so funny, because then you'd get towards, we were staying, and you know, we used to go down the Broughton end, and then go into the middle, and then you go right into the depth of the dunes and camp in the dunes there for when so then you surfing like 3 Peaks all the time. So you used to camp there with all the Birmingham guys and everything. And of course there's all these real bumps and holes and things in the road. And by the time you get down there, you start off with about 30 people on the back, and you finish up with about 10. They'd all fallen off on the way, like, you know. But you can't stop because it's soft sand. And Mike Kilburn, he had his Robin Reliant, remember that? Fucking hell. Yeah, he used to roll it every 10 minutes.
They used to, that was on its side more than it was on its 3 wheels.
You couldn't turn a corner really without them tipping over.
No,
you just reminded me now of what you sort of said about Broughton, about the telephone box up in Llangenneth. With even then it was old-fashioned. It had A, B buttons on it.
Yeah.
And if you had to make a phone call, you had to walk 1.5 miles up to the phone box and make a phone call. To get somebody to go and get chips from the chip shop was just about impossible.
Yeah.
Did